Hello and welcome to Cannabis Around the World. My name is Nyke, I'm your host, I'm a cannabis activist and entrepreneur, and in this series I take you on a journey around the globe with the Green Goddess. I talk to experts from the different countries of the status quo of cannabis in their country and take you behind the scenes of the international cannabis business. Today we're in the city of freedom, the ganja capital, the city of my heart, Amsterdam. We're honored to talk to a real Amsterdam legend, Mr. Tony Balboa himself. He's an expert on cannabis, he's a cannabis sommelier, he is advising coffee shops about cannabis quality, and he knows all the business in Europe, in Switzerland, in Spain, so he's the right guy to talk to when it comes to the European cannabis market. Tony, I'm so happy to meet you. It's such an honor.
Happy to meet you
Thank
too
you
also.
so much.
I give you a hug also
Thank
because
you
it's really
so
nice to meet you.
much.
Welcome to Amsterdam.
We're very happy being here. So what we want to do, we not only want to show you, the Amsterdam with all the coffee shops and the actual cannabis regulations in Europe and over here, but we thought it would be nice to also show you some of the best coffee shops. So
Yes.
where are we going, Tony?
We are going now to one of my favorite coffee shops in Amsterdam, really a legend in Amsterdam, big legend, Dampkring coffee shop, the original one. And then later we're gonna go to Mr. K & Co. and then to Family First.
Okay,
So
I'm
it's gonna be a
excited.
nice going around the city. I hope the weather is gonna be good, so
We hope so.
let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
This is the first one today, the
Can-
original Dampkring.
Remember, we don't get this job, we're dead. Okay, yeah, Rusty, I tried calling you all yesterday.
So welcome to the Dampkring, the original Dampkring. Check it out. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing.
Look at the colors. Look at this kind of lamps and this crazy this style.
So much work in it.
I love it. And this is the table. This is the famous table that I was talking about. And I was sitting always here at the same chair where Brad Pitt on the movie was sitting. Let's go to check out the menu.
Yes.
The staff is very friendly. She is my sister, always here. Very original for many years. This is the crazy menu.
So much
Special
hashish.
yes, this is crazy. Here from the ashes, the marijuana, and they explain to you everything.
Yeah.
What is next, the effect, the taste, the smell.
Is this a pre-rolled moonshine isolator joint?
Yeah. Also,
Okay, I have to taste that. I definitely have to taste that.
I trust this coffee shop very much. One more time, this is the original one, and when you come here, the service is always great. They have a beautiful milkshake, great tasty milkshake. So
Oh, I
I
love
recommend you to try when it's
milkshakes.
open again.
Milkshakes is just the best when
Yeah,
you have
she's
a
the one.
joint.
She make it every time, so very good.
And we
we're
will
gonna
definitely
taste
come back and have a milkshake, okay?
Oh, of course. When
Okay.
it's possible, we are going to do it.
Nice.
Very good. Isaac Hayes, very good.
Isaac Hayes, okay.
One of the strains our own seed company does. Isaac
Amazing.
Hayes and Commercially Kush. We're basically developing all these original strains and making new varieties of it. So basically,
Very old school, huh?
Yeah, beautiful.
Flower.
So this was our first coffee shop.
Yes.
Super lovely. Guys, you really have to check it out. There's history written in this coffee shop. They got a super nice menu, also written like how stoned these joints will make you.
Everything.
So
The full package, let's say.
it's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for showing this
Thank
first
you.
one to us.
I'm happy you like it. I'm very happy.
Visit the Dampkring, the original Dampkring.
Original, exactly. Very good.
You live in Amsterdam now for 20 years.
Yes.
But you're originally from Italy. You have
Yes.
seen all the cannabis business in Switzerland, in Spain, on the different sides of Europe, all over the world. But still, you always want to be in Amsterdam. What's
Always.
so special about the city?
Look, the first things I want to say about Amsterdam, what makes this city special is the freedom, is the mentality.
Absolutely.
And it's because, the people here doesn't really mind your business. If you smoke, people doesn't point the finger at you and say, oh, you are smoking like in all the rest of the countries of Europe. And when you are in Amsterdam, you are free to sit somewhere,
We are just really
roll your own
smoking,
joint,
yeah.
as you see people just crossing here on the street, and it's normal. And they like it, or they don't, it's Amsterdam.
It's
and
the city of
ca-
freedom.
The city of freedom, and that's what makes this city very special.
I understand. I love it's the city of my heart. I love it so much
I
over
believe
here.
it. I call it
so
a
much.
wonderland. So
Yes, it is. And also with these houses, you know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful and
Yes.
it's just freedom. So what we see worldwide is that more and more countries are opening up for cannabis legalization.
Yes.
And we also have it for over 40 years here in the Netherlands that the consumption is decriminalized.
exactly.
But still, you know, we see it in Amsterdam that the mayor wants to close the coffee shops for tourists.
Yeah.
What do you think? Will it really happen? Is it realistic?
I don't think it's realistic, absolutely, because it was just a proposal of the mayor.
Yeah.
And there are some people in Amsterdam that didn't really like it, the cannabis, they don't really like it, the coffee shops, the people living actually on the canals, we call it the rich people actually.
Yeah.
They don't love these kind of tourists, and so they try really together and the mayor to close some coffee shop, but I don't think it's going to happen because Amsterdam is really the economy of this country, and Amsterdam is with coffee shops. Without coffee shops, we have a big problem, and we saw that with the corona now.
Yeah.
With all these rules, coffee shops close, and there was a very difficult time for the coffee shops themselves. And the tourists are very important for the country and for the city. I make a very small example. In Amsterdam, they closed almost all the shops. The coffee shops, they never closed.
Yeah.
Just one night on the televisions, they said, tonight, 7 o'clock, close the coffee shops.
Yeah.
All the people, they was waiting outside, they're running into the coffee shops.
Yeah.
Very afraid, and the day
It's
later,
essential.
the day later on 10 o'clock they was just open again. So they closed for 12 hours, and everybody's asking why the coffee shop are not closing? Are these really primary, the priority important for this country? Yes, they are. It should be happened already long time ago. That Holland will be the example in Europe and try to help all the other countries to be part of the game. And as you say, 40, 45 years, exactly, but still doesn't change anything because in the rest of the countries it's still a very big problem, the cannabis. And that's crazy because around the world is coming legal in a lot of countries, and in Europe, police and all those people are still against a medicine,
people are
a
going
plant.
into jail, even for CBD.
Either for CBD, so that's completely crazy, and I hope it's going to change, and that Amsterdam is going to come back, is going to lead this cannabis movement in Europe, and it's going to help Spain, because in Spain also is a very crazy concept, the association, these
with
clubs,
the social clubs,
with the social clubs, and I hope that Amsterdam is going to help the movement of the cannabis.
So.
Yes,
I believe so.
I believe
Absolutely.
so. Yeah.
So we see over here, we're just passing the strain hunters, like legends, also some legends. I would love to meet them one day.
Yes, they work now together with cookies. They have some strain of the cookies inside
amazing
here.
From America, right?
Yes,
from California.
from America, from California.
Nice.
And this is the new coffee shop. You can check it out from here. It looks amazing, and it's
beautiful.
It's beautiful. So you can find crazy strains here, very, very good weed, and some nice hash, of course, pre-roll joints, like all the coffee shops, and but this is a guarantee strain hunters. So
and you have an amazing view.
This is crazy.
This is how I want my life to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 20 years in this country, and still this is for me crazy.
Big shout out to strain hunters. Follow them on Instagram. Check out their coffee shop. You will have a nice view. You will have some nice weed. We just love it, right?
Big shout out to the guys, of course. Greenhouse, coffee shops, and strain hunters. Big shout out to Arjan. And big shout out to Joa.
Hey guys. So Tony, what would you say would be a better idea for the growers? What would be more ideal? What would be a more ideal option for them?
The best things will be that every own coffee shops, they will have their own growers. Maybe they already have, but as I said, that they are doing that illegally. So the best would be that the government, instead to grow our weed, they should let grow our weed.
Yeah.
And that the coffee shops, they will be allowed to grow some weed. And,
I was talking to Tom from Canada before, and in Canada they have like the same system that you harvest something, but there are only a few growers that are allowed to grow for selling it later. And they have to sell it first to the government, and then the government sells it to the shops. And it's totally senseless because you don't do that with wine. You don't sell the grapes to the government and then the government sells the wine. What could be a better option?
Yeah, that's a big question because it's not that easy, especially because if we talk first about the black market is, I think it's something that exists from the time of Jesus, beginning
yeah, it will
of the
always
world,
be there, yeah.
and always gonna be there. So the best things to fight against the black market, of course, is to legalize, but
And be better.
it would be better just
Yeah.
because, of course, then it would be more easy to find
Yeah.
weed instead to go on the street to black markets. But the governments, I think, want to have hands almost everywhere, especially on some things like cannabis, because now it's coming out very strong. In a medicinal way, of a recreational way, doesn't matter, but the government understand that a lot of people in this world use cannabis and then they want, of course, have a hands on it. And the best way to do that, to legalize, very big question, will be coffee shops, of course, in all countries, the place where you can smoke.
Absolutely,
and
you
buy
can
your
meet
weed.
people. It's so
Meet
beautiful
people
just to
so that you cannot smoke
Yeah.
on the street
Yeah.
everywhere. But still, when you have a coffee shops, then people will get used to cannabis, will get used to see people smoke. Well, then the next generation, we talk about the next generation because now is for generation of now, we have some people that still doesn't accept the cannabis. So for the next generation, we are preparing everything on the best way.
it's also crazy when you think about the reason, this racist thinking and this capitalistic thinking that's behind all this propaganda against cannabis.
Yeah.
So all the lobbies, everything that's behind this, and people been brainwashed.
Yeah,
so
but it is ignorance a little bit. This is people that really listen and they don't check it out anything. Just listen to the media of what the first guy says bad about cannabis. But cannabis is more than that. It's not just recreational. Actually, the first things of cannabis is medicinal. And people with really very big problems, healthy problems, they can fight with cannabis.
Yeah.
And so it's not just smoking or get high. Absolutely not.
it's medicine.
It's a
And
medicine.
we have so many studies about the different cannabinoids. So
Yeah.
you can just Google it up. You can just see all these studies.
If you talk
actually.
about Spain, for example, you have now social clubs in Spain. That will be also a good model for other countries, but still is a little bit strange now the rules with the government and the social clubs and the tourists that they are not allowed to go in the social clubs in Spain. You gotta be residents, you gotta be living in Spain to go to a social club, but still happen.
Yeah.
Because we cannot say it's not happening. We cannot. It's not about our video now for my interviews that people are gonna say, "Oh, really happened?" No, everybody knows.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and that's why I think the government in Barcelona and Spain they do that because about economy. They understand about Holland. They copy like Holland 50 years ago. And now they're trying to do the same. Barcelona is becoming the capital of the new cannabis capital in Europe, just because they have on this moment better products.
And you have nice weather, like
Nice
all the
weather,
time.
nice food, but that if we talk about weather, that's a different. But about cannabis, they have better products. They are organized on the better way, with hash, with extractions, with weed, and especially the service in the social clubs is a different things. Because in Amsterdam, sometimes in a coffee shop you find too many rude people, or sometimes people that they don't really that friendly. But that is normal. That you can find in all kind of companies and shops. But in Spain that doesn't happen very much. It's really completely different situation. You feel like home in the social club. So I hope that coffee shops, social club kind of fusion, and it's going to be the best example for all Italy, French, Germany, and that we're going to have coffee club. I don't know. This is Mr. Calico, the coffee shop. One of my favorite one. That's why we are here now. And
Super cozy.
if you see inside, it looks like a chilling living room.
It
Actually,
does.
very classy.
And it smells so good. It smells like coffee and something baked. And I mean, you could just work here all day, right?
Exactly, sitting on the beautiful window over there, you can have the views of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And of course, drink your coffee.
It's amazing.
It's
wow.
amazing. Yeah. So this is one of the places where I chill. This is mostly my favorite place to sit. That I can look on the street, smoke my own spliff,
Super
drink my own
cozy.
coffee, and let's go to check it out a little bit inside the coffee shop, and also let's say hello first to my friend behind the bar, because we have big legend here, Devil Harvest Seeds, Mr. Kanko. I want to say hello to my friend Chapo.
There he is, the legend.
Yeah, Mr. Thank you, brother. So
Thank you so much.
they ask me why I bring them here, and yeah, I love this place, guys. I love the vibes. I like this guy very much because he's not just a shop owner, but he's a grower. He like the weed. He's a smoker. He's everything. He's a ganja man, so a ganja fighter, and that's why I love this place. He always have beautiful products. Like you see here, why these exclusive bags of Yields Foundation. You can tell something about it.
It's super nice. I'm already seeing that in the behind, that you have all these fancy designed bags. You all mostly don't know it from Europe. You just know these things from America, right? It's beautiful.
Yeah, we from the Youth Foundation and Mr. K, we really think that it's very important that it's going to be seen as a normal product, and the normalization of cannabis, I think, is very important because it's getting a little bit more too criminalized at the moment instead of being more open. So we think it's very important that we're going to treat it as a normal product. So yeah, we think that marketing is also very important for it. So yeah, we come with nice bags, and we want to make them fresh, like monthly or second monthly changing. So not too long with the same bag. So to keep the hype a little bit going.
Yeah.
He's a hash smoker as me, so that's why I love that. And we have many times a nice argue about hash, which is the best hash. And yeah, that is something that now finally in Amsterdam is coming very strong, like a dry sift hash, of those kind of nice soft weed hash, filter the hash, so more clean, more flavor, smelly, nice. Yeah, that's completely different. And yeah, here you can find it also. And, yeah.
Tony was already there with that 2 years ago, but the Coffeeshops are picking up with it now. So yeah,
that's a funny.
He don't want to sound like your girlfriend, but he told us so. This is how much we put in a small joint, 1.2 grams. Please remember.
I really love it so much that you're really into it, that you really love this plant, that you're a ganja fighter actually, and you really care about the products you sell and about the look of it.
It's an amazing.
It's amazing.
And, yeah, you can do anything with it. It's so all around. If you're bored with one part of it, you can always do something else. You can make bags. You can grow the weeds. You can make the seeds. Sell the weed within it. It's so such a big market, and I love doing it.
Yeah, this is one of the lovely area of Amsterdam also. That's why I love it. It's very quiet. It's not kind of the city center coffee shop where you have so much people. It's normally very busy because of Corona, of course, you know. It's a little bit like everywhere.
It's a beautiful part over here. It's very,
still
yeah.
One of the coffee shop that works because they don't have just tourists as customer, because they do the great job. And they have, of course, citizens of Amsterdam that they come in, locals. And that's great because, of course, then the coffee shop stays strong, and for the other coffee shop, it's a different situation.
Yeah, we need more people. We need the right people in the industry, you know, who don't care about the quick money, but about, you know, making this plant as seen and as big and as recognized as it is, because we can change. We can change the history with this. We can really do some good for the future, for our kids.
Come stai?
Bene, bene, grazie.
Tutto bene? Family first, guys, and the big guys. So let's say hello to the brothers.
Welcome, brother. How are you?
Very good, brothers. Very good. Welcome back. Nice guys. So this is Nyke from Germany, and
thank you so much for having us, guys. Thank you so much. This is just special. This is. I never seen anything like this before, honestly.
Very good.
It's so good. It's like. And you even have a little microscope in there, right? So you can look inside.
Glass, so you can check the weed out.
How cool!
Normally they charged as well.
Yeah.
There's an LED ring inside. So you can check them out. They're not charged at the moment, so. But yeah, they're really nice display. Something futuristic.
That's cool.
Something new.
It's really cool.
Very important. All the prices,
wow.
All the cups. There is Luca Moro, the father. That is a very nice pictures later to show.
Yeah, the last cup with the Jack Arrow cup, we won the extracts.
This.
These three, there were the 3 extracts we won. I think the Skittle was some with Mad Bear extracts. We have a partnership with him, so we won also with some extracts of him.
Do you have some kosher or some special weed to show?
We have a very nice tropical kush.
Okay.
This is a very nice one.
Wow, the smell! Wow.
So this is the
It's really
tropical
nice.
kush.
Look,
Yes,
the
tropical
trichomes.
kush.
Wow. Wow.
So this one is very nice. It's also one of our best sellers.
So, the family first. How was your experience?
Thank you so much, Tony. I loved it. Thank you so much for showing all these great coffee shops to us. So I'm wondering if, for the end, can you tell us what we can learn, the world can learn from the Netherlands and in concrete from Amsterdam?
What the world can learn? A lot. I can start to say a lot, so I don't want to tell everything, but the first things they can learn is absolutely to be free in your mind and to don't see plants as cannabis, as drugs, as first. So open-minded, absolutely. And what they can learn from the Netherlands absolutely is how to grow some weed. That's a very important things to do for the rest of Europe. But with no jokes, they can learn about the rules, how works the coffee shops, how to actually grow a plant, how to make some hash extraction, and absolutely the system behind the coffee shops. Maybe with some modification, with some things changed that would be better for the smokers and for the community. So this is some things that we can all learn about it from this beautiful country.
Absolutely, absolutely. And hopefully in a few years, whole of Europe will be there and we'll enjoy nice joints somewhere in Rome or...
I think so, actually, really. I have this feeling like Italy because if we talk about Italy with CBD, we are, I think, one of the only countries in Europe to have legalized 100% CBD to grow and to sell, blah, blah, blah. But still we have many, many rules that people get arrested and shops they get shut out. That's crazy, but still we grow CBD very strong in Italy, very good. Now it's coming very, very strong. And I think that in Italy in about 4 or 5 years we're going to have such a clubs. And in 10 years maybe legalization everywhere around Europe and the world. Let's hope that.
Tony, thank you so, so much. Guys, if you liked this video, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will visit the coffee shops, we will link them all below. Follow Tony Balboa on Instagram, follow him on YouTube. He's doing an amazing, amazing job. If you liked what we are doing, follow me on Instagram, Life by Nyke. And if you like cannabis around the world, well, then follow me over here on YouTube. Thank you so much.